Corvon Lordhaze. Yes, it's me again. Back in the tub. Back where the acoustics slap like the hand of an ancient god who's just realized they invented cucumbers. Tonight, I bring you something unsettling, comforting, warm like bathwater, and just slightly suspicious. Pishless. Tonight, I'm going to tell you a story about a man, or maybe a concept. Although for some reason everyone always calls him ma'am. Or maybe a detective who doesn't exactly exist in the way you or I exist, but rather he participates spectrally in the general feeling of emergency found only in late night convenience stores and certain dreams about laundry. His name is Detective PAVECLOTH. No relation to PAVECLOTH. That's a whole different wavelength. PAVECLOTH can walk 20 feet in one step and once sentenced a demon to 3 minutes in the time-out corner of infinite clarity. But what I need you to understand is this story is not just about PAVECLOTH. It may, in fact, be told by PAVECLOTH. And by that, I mean, I think it's me. I think I am him. I didn't know that when I started. I just thought I was reading a story in the bathtub. But somewhere between the faucet drip and the rising steam, something opened. And I remembered the pink lighter. I remembered why the avocados hissed. And I remembered the aisles don't end unless you're honest. So please, breathe gently. Get your snacks. If you've got a slushie, hold it reverently. And now, let us descend into the eternal night. Let us return to PAVECLOTH. Detective PAVECLOTH in The Inconvenience of Being Earnest, a snack-length story for the eternally confused. There are only 3 rules in PAVECLOTH. The 24-hour store that never closes because the clock refuses to acknowledge time. 1. Don't lie unless you're good at it. 2. Don't eat the moon jerky. 3. Don't ask for the pink lighter. Detective PAVECLOTH took a 20-foot step through an alley that didn't exist and landed in the snack aisle of his own store. Fluorescent lights buzzed like anxious bees with GEDs, and an employee who wasn't Lewis greeted him with a suspicious glance and a mop that was already smoking gently from overuse. PAVECLOTH. Neon sign with cursive above the checkout line, blinking like a tired oracle. The store existed in a plane that was always night, somewhere between dream, purgatory, and the service department of a defunct car rental agency. It's true. This eternal night, PAVECLOTH's trench coat had extra arms, just in case. They twitched in their sleep. He sniffed the air and smelled popsicle stick smoke. Not again. He sauntered past a pyramid of hostile avocados toward the front counter, where the cashier, a woman who clearly wasn't Lewis, was rearranging expired romance novels from alternate timelines. "What you doing there, Lewis?" he asked in a voice made of gravel and metaphors. She blinked. My name isn't Lewis. Oh, sorry, wrong glasses. He removed his opaque black sunglasses and swapped in a star-shaped pair that shimmered faintly with the sound of old vaudeville applause. I can hear them now. Thank you. I'll be here all eternity. You can find me in the infinite aisle. Oh, howdy, Susan. How do you like it here? It's pretty all right, she said, brushing her hands on her apron. But the last employee told me to watch out for the guy that always comes in looking for a pink lighter. Oh, that's me. This is my store, but I don't usually tell the employees that. I told you, didn't I? Her eyes widened like a jellyfish receiving bad news. No. A long, pear-shaped pause. Oh, well, yes. Detective PAVECLOTH. Nice to meet you. He extended a hand that smelled like storm static and engine coolant. How did you know my name? She asked. This is my store, he said flatly. Then, with a strange flourish, anyway, now I'm gonna go check on the furnace. It smells like someone threw popsicle sticks in there again, and I ain't having that. The neighbors are squirking. Oh, okay, she said. And at this point, she wasn't even sure if she was paid to be here. What she couldn't tell was that PAVECLOTH wasn't looking at her. He was staring at the lighters behind her like a hawk with debt. Specifically, he was staring at the one spot that should hold a pink lighter. It didn't. It never did. See you in a minute. Say, if you got a pink lighter up there, I really need it. And if you got one on your person, I'll buy it from you. And with that, he vanished into aisle 13, which happens to be where they sell all of Wednesday 13's music, which had recently extended into a sentient labyrinth of machines that only sold advice you didn't ask for. Meanwhile, Palma was at the slushy shrine, a blasphemous machine humming like a forgotten hymn. He was mid-fill on an elderberry juniper slushy concoction when the handle snapped off with a delicate plink. The machine hissed once, and then erupted in a wave of sacred berry ice slush. Pal didn't panic. He sipped. He watched the icy purple tide cascade to the linoleum with a reverence usually reserved for moonrises and tax rebates. Without thinking, he shook a bit of slush from his hand, plap, onto the back of a small child's shirt. The child was mid-theft, attempting to pocket a candy bar that didn't actually exist in this dimension. He froze. Not because of guilt, but because the slush had mystical properties and froze time if it touched thievery. Pal didn't notice. He was wondering why his slushy tasted like the inside of a bell tower. This kind of tastes like when St. PAVECLOTH was born. That's weird. I don't know that I like that. Detective PAVECLOTH pushed open the furnace hatch, only to find a makeshift effigy of himself made from receipt tape, chewed pins, and 2 empty ramen cups. It was burning gently. The popsicle sticks were gone. He sighed. They're learning, those rascals. Behind him, the aisles elongated again. The store, once a beacon of chaotic mercy, had become an inconvenient store, a place where the hatefully confused and the dishonestly nice were gently trapped, not as punishment, but as quarantine, until they stopped broadcasting the psychic gunk that gums up the cosmic plumbing. It's not just for their safety. It's for the safety of others. PAVECLOTH nodded. The aisles rearranged themselves like shy introverts at a wedding. The newcomers entered and immediately forgot what they were looking for. Those who lied about their intentions were gently relocated to the shoe polish aisle, which, oddly, contained no shoe polish and no exit. Back at the register, Susan checked under the counter. No pink lighter, just a matchbook that said, "If you found this, you're not ready." PAVECLOTH reappeared beside her, holding a rubber band ball that pulsed faintly with celestial math. "Any luck?" "No pink lighter." He nodded solemnly. "Good. That means the timeline's still on track. Haha. Nice." She wanted to ask what that meant. She did not. She was learning. Outside, the neon sign flickered. PAVECLOTH. Open always. / under renovation. / be nice or stay a while. And inside, the slushy machine was already refilling itself, humming a lullaby in a key humans couldn't hear. To be continued, or not, depending on the status of the lighter.